What happened?
I mean, we'll go live because that's what we do. But
Yeah, we're live, of course.
I like to have my stuff up in the background.
Oh, yeah, I like when my stuff is up.
Speaking of which, there was an introduction of a new character this morning
James on She-Hulk.
on Shulk, She-Hulk.
Mark.
Kind of stirred up some character, so to speak. I forget her name already. She was another lawyer like Jen, Mrs. Brooke, lawyer Brooke, but Book, not Brooke, but a very good looking woman in a very nice tight dress.
That's always good.
And I've always been
Today,
a
oh, sorry.
sucker for a business attire, so
Yeah.
it was good. It was good. Sorry for interrupting. What were you saying?
No, I was going to say that a stupid detail, but today I found out how they called She-Hulk, attorney at law, here in Latin America on Disney Plus. It's called abogada, that means lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
Hulka. These motherfuckers just added an A at the end of the word Hulk.
And you know, it's
Wow.
funny. It's like here in Texas, there's always that stereotype. Like the Texans know what Spanish is, but they'll the uneducated will yo no Spanisho.
Yeah.
That kind of it sounds like the equivalent of it. But
Go Parco the Traco.
greetings. Do I want to pull the card this early, Ignacio?
Oh, dude, I think it's a first appearance.
It may be. It may be. Well, technically, it's a second appearance, but let's go with it anyway.
First appearance of Predator, which
Nice.
just like me, I am also a predator, but of the sexual variety.
There you go.
There it is. We'll wait for a few more people to filter in, and then we'll get to the announcement of what's going on later tonight. And yes, it's
Chop.
it's now a party. Chop and Drop 2013 is here.
Party time. Excellent.
Yes.
Oh,
Jesus.
spring is coming.
Jesus. Challenge accepted.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, I know there's a ton of stuff. Like I tend to incriminate myself Friday nights.
Yeah, I don't care about you, man. I'm afraid about myself.
Oh, well, you should have thought about that a long time ago, my friend, because
Yeah,
you,
yeah. I say a lot of dumb shit.
you might have some stuff on the internet that is also as awkwardly looking, and that's all in fun.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not really worried. It's all in good fun.
Speaking of which, it seemed like you guys were having a good time back on Tuesdays on Whack Comics.
Oh, whack. Yeah, we're finally back. Hey, Drac. Yeah, we're finally back on Whack Comics. I'm not gonna be able to make it next week, I think, because of the time. Uh, but yeah, I'm back.
All right.
And as you see, if you saw the show, if you didn't, you might want to check it out. I started a revolution of Whack Comics, and basically I rebel against their how do you call it? Their system.
Now, make no mistake, if you guys have not checked out Whack Comics, they seem like they're off the cuff, but they are a highly regimented, structured, well-oiled machine in many places.
Yep. Yeah,
The
yeah.
the anti two nerd dads, if you want to call it that.
Oh yeah, even especially today, because today we have no subject whatsoever.
None, none.
So if you in the chat are, want to ask us anything, uh, be our guest. If not, we're gonna ramble for an hour talking about whatever.
So pretty much more of the same. Let's just get
Yeah.
let's get the intro out of the way first, and then we'll
Oh,
get
yeah, that's right.
yeah. See, the anti-whack.
How you doing? Yeah! Yeah! Happened with these, and I do not know what the grade is yet, so we are going to find out together. Most likely a 9.8, but man, fingers crossed that it hits one of those higher numbers as well. So let's see. You get to see before I do. Let's see. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh my God! Yes! Yes! You about to get plugged?
You're about to get plugged by a sexual predator.
Predator of the sexual variety.
Yeah.
All right, we have we'll wait till we get double digits. Hopefully we'll get double digits watching. And then we'll plug something very important going on for tonight. And then yeah.
Okay, yeah, now that I see our intro again, I always enjoy it. But I mentioned you just recently that I followed Chip Gettler on Twitter. And he has an automated response set on his Twitter.
Oh, I didn't know that was automated.
Yeah, he didn't even put my name on it. And he knows me. I mean, I think he knows me.
He'll probably act like he doesn't know you. Because I mean he's such an elevated status right now.
Yeah.
That he yeah. I mean that smugness we've always thought in the intro has been realized.
Yeah.
And
yeah, and apparently he's been lying to us because he's pushing to get to 1,000.
1K. Hashtag
So all that talk about not wanting to get more subs, it was all a lie. It was all a facade.
I was like, oh, that just tricks us into thinking, oh, it's Chip, he's such a nice guy.
We're on to you, Chip Gettler.
And it's like, oh, I'm that close to a 1,000. Why not? And then he'll do this. How you doing?
Oh, he throws a Joey Tribbiani.
All right, so we actually have questions trickling in. And DJ Links from Brooklyn, New York would like to know, how'd you lose your V cards?
V cards is are we talking Visa?
Maybe. I lost my Visa when I moved to Texas, so.
I lost my Visa once. I was really drunk, and then I basically canceled it because I didn't want someone else to use it because I was really drunk and I didn't remember where I lost it. And then I found it like below my bed.
You found it again? I thought once you lose it, you never get it. So is that what he's asking? He's asking how we lost our virginity?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's tough to decipher that guy, but that's how I'm going to take it because.
Oh no, then that's another story. I lost it with my first girlfriend.
Okay.
She was my first kiss, my first intercourse.
Was it the same time?
No. No. That was quick. That escalated quickly.
You go through the steps pretty quickly there, Ignacio. Man, that's good.
Yeah, I paid her, and then she kissed me, and then she took my virginity, and she was my girlfriend forever.
Wait. Did you say you paid her?
No, I was playing with. I paid a prostitute, and she became my girlfriend after I kissed her and put my peen in her.
Your peen?
That's not the case. I never paid for sex. Well, technically, you always pay for sex, but yeah. But I never paid a prostitute for sex. A sex worker, I think, is the proper term nowadays.
Yeah, I guess before I get to my story, I'll for me that strip clubs have always been fun to go to until I have to pay something, and then that whole pay to play thing, that whole dynamic kind of ruins it for me. So it defeats the whole
But
purpose for me. So
you're a strip club. What are you expecting?
yeah, no. I guess this is where my smug and my confidence comes into it. It's like they're gonna see me. What do I gotta need to pay for?
Yeah, I get it.
So,
I totally understand.
all right. So my story was it was 1989. My then girlfriend's mother, parents were away for
Okay.
the weekend. And oddly enough, I have like a moment in sports history to commemorate the occasion of me getting my V card punched. So if you guys have ever seen the video of Michael Jordan hitting a shot over Craig Elo in the playoffs, I think it was the conference finals. Well, he jumps up, he pumped his fist, and that was the same afternoon I lost my virginity.
Okay, let's workshop it. Let's workshop this into next time you tell the story, you tell it as if you came when Jordan punched his fist.
It was close, but then I don't want to have the association with Michael Jordan beating a team and then I came.
Well, you just did, but not in the right
No.
moment.
On to the next question. From John wants to know what's good, brothers and sisters.
Hey, John.
Everything is good. Everything is good. Nothing but first world problems. So yeah, would you agree? Everything's good.
Yeah, everything's good.
I think I kind of want to touch back on this a little bit later. We'll get to that. What was the first comic you bought?
The first comic I bought was Batman. Batman, I don't remember the number. It's a 3-issue arc where Batman travels to Russia uh, to fight the KG Beast,
Oh,
and it's drawn by Jim Aparo. It's not the KG Beast. It's the protege of the KG Beast that has a name that I cannot remember. So I always say it's the KG Beast, but that's not correct.
Let's see if I found it. Is that it?
Yes, that's my first comic.
God damn, I love the internet.
Yeah, me too. It's magic.
Batman 447.
Those 3 issues were the first comic I bought.
Yeah,
In a newsstand.
Apparo's Batman is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's kind of who is it? Giordano-esque? Do I want to say that?
You can.
Saying that? Maybe.
There's always room for Dick.
Yeah, on to my story. The first comic I bought, and I think Becker would be proud of me. I think it might have been New Warriors 1. I'm not sure if it was New Warriors 1 or Amazing 347. But it was around the same time. So there you go.
Yeah, Becker would be proud.
Batman 447, Amazing 347, or New Warriors 1, one of those two.
New Warriors 1 sounds better because it's a number 1. And that's your first one, and it's like a little bit of kayfabe there. Hey, Marcus.
Silk. What did Silk? Silk did another song too. I can't remember. We are AR. We are AR.
Agro.
What's up, Trev?
Trev.
Shout out to Craig Elo. Yep, Craig Elo. Oh, that's a good one. Look, and I mentioned this guy, and he pops up.
There you go. It's like Beetlejuice, but just once.
Nobody to cook. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, so we got a few more people into the chat now watching. I will plug this for my boy,
Oh, you're about to get plugged.
my compadre. Yeah, even a good segue there today was yeah, tonight on Very Gary's channel, if I'm correct. Our very own DJ Lynx will be hobnobbing with the elite. So go check him out, Very Gary. I think it's at 8 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken, Lynx, or is it 9 p.m.?
Click the notification bell, people.
Yes, yes.
Follow-up question: hobnobbing, meaning touching tips, kind of like that.
Can be,
Okay.
or it could be, everybody in a circle just looking at each other as they.
Oh, there's more than one person.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, there's, hey, Travis, multiple possibilities of ducking, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep. They will be. Yeah, they will be talking about space. Yes, and tonight, I mean, you could dip away. You don't even have to have the sound on. The Chiefs playing the Chargers tonight. I only know that because I saw it on Amazon. Get to watch it for free. But listen to DJ Lynx talk on Gary V. Very Gary show.
Oh, I thought you were following Uncensored Irish.
Irish
Uncensored? Irish Uncensored.
They will go, I think, might be tomorrow at some point with the games, the college games here, college football games on Saturday. So they'll have a discussion with the current state of Notre Dame football.
There you go.
You might recognize somebody on it.
Yeah.
What a bombshell last week.
Dude, I felt so betrayed.
But he's still the same guy over in that channel, so.
Oh yeah. I watched like a little bit of one of the latest video because to show my support, and same people, same person with another person that's right up his alley because he's a friend of his. In case you don't know, we're talking about Tyler Glass, Shatterglass Comic Reviews. He has a channel with a friend of his, in which they talk Notre Dame.
Yep, and I will be posting the link in the chat. Please go give a follow. Let's get them up to 100 subs. Irish Uncensored.
And I didn't understand shit of what they were talking about.
I don't think they did either. No, those guys are diehard Notre Dame football fans. I think Tyler even has a tattoo of the logo. Oh. Yeah, he's pretty.
Just in case you all haven't noticed, Nick, Travis sent us, TM Nerdy sent us a message on Instagram.
He did.
He says, sorry he's late, but you're never late, man.
It is very much appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah, mate. I like to put his intro in the beginning. While I'm doing that, I want to tag back to something Jim said earlier. He wants to know if everything's good. Things are good. I've been in the kind of mood lately. I kind of equate it to this, and I don't know if I've asked this question. What's worse? Being hungry and not knowing what you want to eat, or feeling bored in the house and not knowing where to go? Or are they the same thing?
Well, there's a problem with that for me. I don't get bored.
You don't get
ever. Bored? No.
Okay, so
no. I feel that getting bored is a choice, and I don't get bored because nowadays I have the world at my fingertips with my computer, with the phone, and well, that wasn't a pun. Sorry. It's still your fingertip. It's a little back, but it's still a fingertip.
Okay.
So I don't get bored. Even when I was a child, I didn't get bored because I draw. So I drew or I read. And nowadays, I think if you get bored, it's because you choose to be bored, because there's a world of possibilities. And it's as if it was a feeling. It's not getting bored. It's like something else, but I don't feel it, so I don't know exactly.
Okay. So
So
let me qualify
yeah,
this a little bit more. Let's say you've been in the house for 6 days straight and
yeah,
you feel the need to get out. Not because you're bored, just because you want to get out. You need that
yeah,
vitamin D in your body
yeah.
and you need to get out of the house. But you don't know where to go, what to do. Is that the same or worse than being hungry and not being in the mood for anything?
I think being hungry could be worse because you can walk aimlessly. Like you can put some music, get your headphones on, and just walk to a random place with no clear destination. But there's something to the fact of eating something or anything that you don't want to really be eating. That's disheartening, you know?
And you have the additional layer where if you finally lock down something you want to eat, of it not being cooked the way you want it, or it tasting bad, or it not being up to what your idea was, that could ruin it for you and make you in even worse mood. So
Yeah, but have you felt hunger? Really felt hungry? Like you don't have anything to eat for a while?
no, it's all the first world sense of the word.
Oh, okay, okay. Because when I feel like that, I always remember those times when I didn't have enough money to buy food. So it all goes into a different perspective. But I get it nowadays because I haven't been really hungry without the possibility of eating for years now.
Oh, okay. So I'm like, all right, and I get your point. Now I'm like, oh, my cranberry orange muffin didn't have many cranberries in it.
Oh no, it's Halloween. It's time for
Pumpkin.
spicy pumpkin bullshit.
Yeah, but I mean that for me sometimes it spirals into a few different things. Like it could lead into me being cranky the rest of the day, or it's just weird how sometimes a simple thing like that could spiral
Into a feeding frenzy.
into, well, yeah, most of the time it does.
Yeah.
For me lately, for me, it's been like a big plate of spaghetti with mozzarella cheese on top. I'm talking like a 1,500 calorie helping,
Yeah.
and then
I know what you mean.
I'll get mad and I'm eating like crap and I want to go to the gym and I'm like, oh, I haven't been to the gym in a while either. It'll kind of spiral. But
So you like to torture yourself, either
sometimes,
one way or the other.
sometimes that's when I really feel alive.
Oh yes,
Alive. Well, this got.
suffering.
When's the last time you lost your cool in public?
Let me think. That's a good one.
My
I
wife would
was
say all the time because her idea of talking and my idea of talking are not the same. We're from two different, very, very different places. She's from a small town here in Texas, and I'm from the big
New
city
York,
where,
New York.
yeah, where me saying something loudly and directly might be construed as yelling, but there's there's a very audible difference between me yelling and me just trying to get my point across. Yeah.
Yeah, my last time, I, I I think it was recent. I think it was at the beginning of this year. I lost my cool. Uh, there was some of my in-laws there, and I lost my cool with. Well, it was both times with my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law, the eldest. Uh, and the worst one was with my brother-in-law because I made him cry. I went so aggressively relaxing. No, I went so aggressive. I didn't yell, but I was so hurtful that I made him cry, and it made me feel so good.
See, yeah, and if you guys harken back to an earlier episode, that's the kind of things that turn Ignacio on. So win-win for him.
Yeah. It felt like justice, and it was. It didn't work exactly how I wanted it to work, but it felt really good.
Yeah,
John.
I'm direct and to the point. Like I don't have the ability in me to wait till later to say something. So if I need to say something, if there's something my son is doing incorrectly, or if there's something that I'm unhappy about, I can rarely contain myself. Uh, it won't be over the top, but I mean, I will call somebody out.
Yeah, that's a good attitude, because I tend to ruminate on things and maybe let them stew. And in some point, it's good because it gives me the time to think. Okay, is this really important? I'm gonna be thinking about this in 5 years from now. If not, there's no use in talking about this. Or is this really important for me? Does this make or break my relationship with this person? If not, then I let it go. But then, if I think it's important, if I think I'm going to be thinking about this in 5 years from now, then I save it and I let it boil to a point in which you're not waiting for it, but here it comes. And people have told me that they don't really know. I seem like another person when I go like all out with my anger.
Yeah, because I mean, shit has been festering for 5 years.
Yeah. Well, maybe not 5 years,
All right.
but
Check back, everybody, in 2027 in our 587th episode, where Ignacio finally yells at me for something I did today.
oh no, I was thinking the other day, maybe we should try to find something in which we completely disagree and and talk about it. But maybe some other time.
Yeah,
I agree with Marcus.
but how you feel in that moment may not reflect how you truly feel overall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah,
For me, it's like there's a lot of stuff that I can let slide, but if something bothers me, if somebody clicks into it for me, I go from 0 to 100 like that. So that and by then it's purely all.
instincts, anger.
Well, I'm thinking of the Hulk color that I should be just pure rage for me.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I'm like, oh, I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I did it.
Well, I have a problem with anger. Anger management, and I have seeked help. And one thing that works for me is instead of saying what you are feeling, instead of vomiting anger and rage to the other person that might not be aware that they caused this to you, I try to ask questions so they can tell me with other words what they just said. But because sometimes it's miscommunication. It's just
Oh, yeah.
it. So I try to, and then again, this is me holding back, trying to not become a monster because there's a big part of me that wants to become a rage monster. That's why I identify with the Hulk or with werewolves for that matter.
Segue coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think for the most part, once I'm at that point, I do lack maturity because I'm just so in the red that I just can't believe you did that. It's a mess. It's a mess. But yeah, those women, they never forget. They never,
98.
they'll wait for their chance to strike.
Oh yeah. That has been boiling for a while.
Yeah, I mean it's only 24 years. Not a big deal.
Give or take.
Pre Y2K. But speaking of a chance to strike, we had D23 this past week. I don't know how I segue from emotional management to trailers, but sure.
Werewolves.
There was one in particular that you liked.
Yeah.
I liked about two. Filmed in an old kind of 70s style. 70s.
Maybe. Yeah.
But we're talking about that Werewolf by Night trailer.
Yeah. I was telling Nick, this is the first Marvel uh, media that has me excited in a while. Because I lost track of when I stopped caring about superhero movies. But this is not superheroes. But then again, I'm completely and absolutely biased towards werewolves. It's my mythical creature of preference. So, but I really like the trailer because it's not just the werewolf. There's a lot of hidden things. There's the man thing. There's so there's a lot to be exploited there. And I love that they chose Gael Garcia Bernal for the role of Jack Russell.
Was it Jack Russell that he's playing? Did they confirm that?
I don't know, but I guess
The spec guy in me is hoping that it's Jake Gomez, just because I own those first appearances, not the other one. But that's just
well. Let's hope.
But you know what, Ignacio, and I hate to say it, it's got less than a month before it comes out. 3 weeks from tomorrow, it'll be out.
Okay.
So on the what day is it? On October 13th, we will, and I hate to say this to you, Ignacio, we are going to be hearing about your disappointment of how Marvel treated your Werewolf by Night.
Why? Why is that?
Because it's been so bad these past few months with the whole Phase 4 thing. What they've done with the Wrecking Crew, what they've done with Thor, what they've done with She-Hulk, what they've done with pretty much every Marvel character they've handled so far. And I'm hoping Black Panther might turn that around, but we'll see.
I don't know, man. I think the main issue here, and that's maybe a segue into the other trailer I was talking about. The issue here is that these things are not meant for us anymore. There you go. Be happy, you flipper. You flipping flipper.
Calling for his head. Jonathan's calling for his head.
I think we get bothered or outraged by things that are not even in we are not the demographic for those things. Miss Marvel, She-Hulk. She-Hulk is not meant to be for our demographic. The thing is, maybe our demographic is consuming it anyway and feeling disgruntled about it, but it's not meant for us. At least not for me. But I can see the point in enjoying it and disliking it. But for example, I haven't seen Thor. What is it? Love and Thunder. But I I separate the cinematic universe from the comics. They're not the same thing. They will never be the same thing. So I can actually enjoy the silliness and the goofy movies. I think those are the most enjoyable ones for me because I don't like a superhero movie that takes itself too seriously, where the characters are doing stupid stuff or uh, silly stuff, you know. Uh, and I know it's not a popular opinion, but I enjoy it. Of course, I also would enjoy a serious superhero movie like the Batman, but the Guardians of the Galaxy, the silliness of that movie, I really enjoyed it. So I think I could enjoy even She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk, for what I know, could go even more silly, and it would be better if it goes more silly than it already is.
Okay, so I can agree. I can agree with that. But there are certain things, certain characters, no matter what the demographic is, that's at the basic core of a character that shouldn't be changed,
Like Punisher.
like Punisher.
Yeah.
Um,
But Punisher has a very clear demographic, so you cannot discard the demographic.
Werewolf by Night is going to be a comedy. It's listed as a comedy.
Oh yeah? Well,
So
there are a lot of dark comedies that are really dark and are really funny. Like the other day, where was it? That Mark brought up the same movie I was talking about, the Peter Jackson's first full-length movie, I think. It's Brain Dead or the Dead Alive. It's a dark comedy of a zombie. It's a zombie movie, but it's a comedy, and it's the one of the more gory movies I have ever seen. It's still a comedy. Or the Evil Dead
mhm.
saga.
I think this is where they're failing for the most part. And yeah, Miss Marvel is not in my demographic. I can understand that. I enjoyed Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel is that kind of a character. She-Hulk is that kind of a character. Thor
Exactly.
Thor is not a joke. Thor is rarely joking in the comics. I think
Yeah, that's right.
that's where they fail with this one. As good as Hemsworth is in that comedy thing, Thor at his base is not a comedic character. Um, Guardians of the Galaxy, that worked really well because that's kind of that dynamic between that whole crew. They were like that in the comics, with the exception of Drax, but Drax is not front and center for the most part.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think this is where they fail. This is where it may not be a demographic for me. I might not be in the demographic, but it's still a
Clearly.
comic movie. It's still true to that. And that's where the issue comes in with me. So,
Yeah, but I don't think, I mean, have they really failed?
oh no, because it's made for the masses. It's made for the masses. They're still making billions of dollars, sure.
Exactly. That's their main goal, the numbers. They don't really care if we like or dislike the movies or the series or whatever. They just want more people paying for the theater or paying for Disney Plus. So they, in the end, we are talking about it. In the end, they win either way.
Yeah, still could be definite. You made me lose my train of thought. Different levels of failure, and if comic book fans' eyes they're going to remember Cap holding the hammer in Endgame. They're not going to remember, what's her name? Damn it. Not
Carol
Gamora.
Danvers,
Not Gore. Well, that one too. Not Gamora, but
Nebula.
Nebula calling Ant-Man an idiot. They're not going to remember that. That
Well, that's
moment.
not epic.
I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, I'll watch it nonetheless. So you're right. They didn't fail in that regard. I'll continue to watch it. Just
That's
because
what I mean.
I was that
They-
deprived kid hoping for something like this would come along, and now that it's along, I mean, Man Thing looked fantastic.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
I hope you're not disappointed because you're a werewolf guy.
Yeah. I will never be disappointed with a werewolf in a movie, even if it's a crappy werewolf in a 2-point IMDb movie. That's how much I like werewolves. Maybe I watched the movie once and never watch it again, but I will watch it once at least.
There you go. They are 100% successful in that regard. But we like to complain. Especially
Yeah.
Here in the United States, we're entitled babies. So
Oh, speaking of entitled babies and complaining, it's a perfect segue for the other trailer we were talking about, The Little Mermaid.
talking
And
about entitlement.
yeah, I think the reaction of people, and of course you are right, it's all white people, either Chads or I don't know the name of white Karens, white male Karens.
Is it Barbie and Ken's? I think it might be Barbie and Ken's. I'm not sure. Not Karen's and Ken's. I don't know.
I don't know. Kevin's? No, I don't know.
They know what we're talking.
Well, yeah, either way, we all know what we are talking about. It's a clear show of how racism is still ingrained in people, that they cannot enjoy Chads. Thank you, Brother John. What's the problem with the Little Mermaid being black?
It's been
Sorry.
What I've read also too is like from the opposite spectrum where people are complaining about it. You have this side of the things where people are like, oh, she looks just like me. I've been waiting for this for such a long time, and people are genuinely excited about it. Which can't.
Wait. She looks just like who? People with tails and fins?
Well, I mean, people of color. That's what I mean.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to be disrespectful.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we are talking about mythical creatures. So what's the big deal? They are not the same species as us. So they can be even green, and we shouldn't be complaining because they're green. They live under the sea, and they are different colors. And if an actress of African American descent plays the Little Mermaid, it's fine.
That's the way I feel. As long as she can sing, my whole thing is you got to have the singing crab.
Yeah. You have to have the singing crab, and it has to be a blatant stereotype. Or he has to be played by a Latino.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know what you mean, DJ.
Hey, what I want to know, and while I see Biggie here, I want to know what Biggie feels about the trailer dropping for Tekken 8. Upcoming, I think it's 2023. I saw this trailer yesterday on PlayStation State of Play, and yeah, I knew he was a big Tekken fan. So hashtag Tootsies. Hopefully she'll be on Let's Talk About It.
Oh yeah, of course. To Jonathan's comment, The Princess and the Frog, do they do a live action movie with a Caucasian? I think it could work. Why not? It's like when they introduce a non-binary character or a gay character, if it's not the main issue in the story, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's just like a detail on the character's backstory or personality. And if it's part of the main story, then even better, because you get to experience that side of reality that you are not a part of, or maybe you identify. In either case, whichever side of the spectrum you're in, there's always something to enjoy and to learn from it. Luckily.
Yeah, and my thing is that if you keep the
Oh, I lost
character,
audio. Why? Are you mute? Have you muted yourself? Or I lost audio?
can you guys hear me?
Okay, I'm gonna go out and again. Be right
Yeah.
back.
My whole thing is if you keep the character at its core, what the character is, it doesn't matter if it's a man, woman, transgender, what color they are, what ethnicity they are. As long as the character is the character, that's fine with me. They always do trick you, don't they? Always do trick you. There's always stuff they don't let on about in the beginning. You know, you go up to sign the contract and you think you're getting one thing, and then as soon as you sign the contract, there it is. That's when the reality hits. I don't know. Yeah, see, like I agree. I agree. Something like, and I was scrolling through for a movie earlier, and you see movies like 47 Ronin. Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
You know, with Keanu Reeves, or what's the other one? Last Samurai with
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, or The Wall with Matt Damon.
Yeah, that one I haven't seen.
I haven't seen it either.
If something like that, like you say, if the ethnicity, I can't say that word. If their heritage,
ethnicities,
yeah, it's like cinnamon to me.
To the stage.
Yeah, if God damn you, Ignacio. Yeah. Well, that's a debated topic also, don't you think?
No, there's no debate there. Jesus Christ wasn't white.
Okay.
He's from the Middle East.
Okay. There you go. All right. This we're off the rails a little bit, I think.
Of course.
So, comic books.
Oh, that cover, man. Beautiful cover.
I think as long as if the geographical location and the heritage doesn't come into it, you have to, as long as the character it is what it is at the core, then I have no problem.
Just imagine how bonkers it's going to be when Namor comes into the cinematic universe.
Yeah, I mean, already we have, and not even that, they're body shaming him. The guy who drew him is body shaming him.
That's so petty and lame, dude.
No matter how true Deodato was.
I mean, whatever, man. Are you in the movie? No, they chose him.
I was just
you keep your.
They're not doing the eyebrows, and they're not doing the widow's peak and the ears. I didn't see the ears.
Yeah, that's kind of a look that it's kind of iconic, so it's kind of sad to not see that. But whatever, it's the cinematic universe version of Namor. So it's not even Namor the Submariner, it's this Namor. MCU Namor.
Yeah, what I want to know and what's really going to solidify Namor in the MCU for me is what's going to happen between him
and Sue Storm.
That's what I want.
Yeah, I want to know that too.
That's the dynamic I'm waiting for.
Yeah, because if they play that in a correct or good way, it can become like a great story for the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, most of the villains tend to be the extreme of something.
Yeah, I'm just hoping he sticks around for more than one movie. I mean, Marvel's been like, especially with the bigger characters, one and done. So,
Yeah, and I don't know why, because they're missing the opportunity of making the this trope that is the villain that becomes an ally. But if they are going to do Secret Wars, maybe they keep Namor in the background. They don't kill him off. They just defeat him, and he goes down under, or not down under the sea. And then he comes back. They call him. Oh, hey, the world is needs your help. So please help us, Namor.
yeah, I agree with AR. But you know what, too? I think the community it's playing at actually might have some bearing on that.
What do you mean?
Like if it's a community play in New York,
Oh, I
it
understand.
might be
No,
it
yeah.
might be fine. But if they're doing it, in the deep south, where everything is should be the way it was or the way they supposed to view it. It could make the news. Could make the news.
Yeah, and in the end, it's all, and I'm going to put my tinfoil hat. It's all a distraction from the real important things that is who is holding the power and who is enjoying seeing the ants fight for the stupid little movie.
Yes. Very, very well put. Very well put.
Uh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Good one,
Sue
baby.
definitely feeds into that shit. She likes them fighting on them.
Of course, who wouldn't?
Sometimes Reed does get cucked. I mean, Reed.
I mean, why would he care? He can always extend his dick and fuck himself.
I mean, he's smart enough to create some kind of ray to evaporate the whole ocean. So I would let Namor know not to be effing with my wife no more. You know what I mean?
Maybe he's not possessive that way. Maybe he's into thruples.
Or maybe, 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 and I'm sure that dynamic will be discussed on the other non-MCU spectrum.
Yeah. I mean, Wolverine, Jean Grey, and Cyclops nowadays are in a throuple. And I think that's cool. They finally buried the hatchet and buried their dicks in her.
Are they
I
like
think so.
explicitly in a throuple?
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty clear. It's not expressed vocally, verbally in the dialogue, but I think they are like, oh, it's all right. It's all good. Especially in the beginning when they are showing you where do they live in Krakow and how do they live and with whom do they live. I think there's a big hint at Wolverine maybe spending a little more time than usual with them.
My X-Men. What happened? When it was simple, it was all simple back then. That's all it was. Oh no, because Professor X had a thing for Jean back then too, didn't he?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking redheads.
God damn those X-Men. Living in a hippie commune now. Should be exporting hemp from Krakow. Damn Damn it.
I cannot wait to see the MCU version of the X-Men. I kind of wish they start with teenagers.
Hmm?
You know, like first class, but with real teens, like what's the name of this dude that plays Spider-Man? Tom Holland level of teen, you know? And that's what that way they appeal to the new audience because they need to suck the new demographic in. And we can see the X-Men evolve as they grow up.
Well, that too, and then you tend to care more about being put on the outside when you're that age too, right?
Yeah.
Probably
And the
hit
X-Men have yeah, it hits harder.
So we'll see.
And the X-Men have always been about segregation and identity and fight for your rights. So it would be a really good melting pot for all those things.
So that also ties into the rumor about Giancarlo Esposito playing Professor X and Denzel playing Magneto.
Nice.
And then being set in the civil rights movement times, and that instead of being, having his history steeped in the Nazi camps and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, we have we as a humanity have enough atrocities in Africa to equate to the Nazi Germany Holocaust.
Yeah, that's
So yeah, we have a lot of fabric to cut from there. So I think it works. I mean, and it sets a clear difference from whatever they did before. So if you're down with that, then you're welcome to join. And if you don't like this, then you're not gonna like anything else. So goodbye, motherfucker.
But see that I'm looking at it, two phenomenal actors
Yeah,
going at it. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I think it's a great move.
it's just me. No, Jesus. And this is his take on it. He doesn't say if he's gonna see the wad in her throat.
No. We should throw a mantle of pity into that comment and maybe address Travis's question of today that we don't know what it is, which is a first for me.
Where are the Russian bots calling us pedophiles when you need them?
Oh, there goes your monetization.
That's how they got around it, sons of bitches. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just play Travis's. I usually edit the video together, but we just play it. This way we can. Hey, everyone. All right, let's get to it. We'll get to the little segment I like to call TM Nerdy Asks. And here we go.
Everyone, TM from TM Nerdy here. You guys are watching Two Nerd Dads with Nick and Nacho. So hold you guys up for just 1 second because I got a question for all you fine folks. Fill your holes with that nerd question. Back to you, Nick and Nacho. Hey everyone, TM from TM Nerdy here. You guys are watching.
Well, should I take this? Do you have an answer?
I would have to say, that, of course they do. To say that I've actually seen it to confirm it, I can't do it. But go ahead, sir.
So I'm gonna go full nerd here and ask and answer the question properly. But maybe we should address aggressively relaxing comment. My favorite Neymar story was when he bought a movie studio, successfully produced movies under a false identity, and then purchased the Fantastic Four story. To do this diabolical. Yeah, I didn't read that. I don't know if you're joking, but
yeah, I wouldn't put it past Namor, but Sue's got to have that goody if he went through all that.
Yeah, she has to be like the hottest and the best lay ever.
So back to bird piss.
Back to bird piss. Let's finish our show on this. A serious topic. Birds don't have a separate hole for peeing. They have one single hole called a cloaca. One hole. Exactly, Chris. Thank you for arriving in the nick of time to help me fill this hole. So basically, birds don't pee separately from their poop. So that's why bird poop has that liquid consistency. Because they poo and pee at the same time. Oh, are you feeling sick, Nick?
Yeah, well, not to myself. Physically, I'm a little bit under the weather, yes.
Oh, okay. So birds pee and poo at the same time because they have one hole called the cloaca. Cloaca. CLOACA.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Consider your cloacas filled then. There you go. Yes, Jonathan, my throat is hurting me. My throat right here. My mouth stones are still good. So
Good.
we did it, Ignacio. We did it.
We did it with not a single cue of what we were doing. Not even a title.
It feels no different than any other week.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh, that's crazy. I like anal.
This is what he's learned. But I mean, then that hole is used for that too?
Yeah. The eggs come from the same hole.
Damn, we're talking about multi-purpose.
Yeah. A single hole to be filled with every purpose.
Knowledge, eggs, shit, piss.
Yeah.
Kind of jealous.
That's effective, you know?
I would have to say so. I would have
Yeah.
to say so. It is my bad for not asking Ignacio if he had any sexy suggestions this week.
Go read Do a Powerbomb and read Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. That has finally ended in a really good note, if I can say so. That's pretty much it. I haven't read a lot of things this week, and I don't have a lot of things in my head regarding Kickstarters and such, but I might have next week.
Do birds swallow?
Yeah, definitely.
Ignacio?
Yeah. Yeah, bird swallow, they don't have a chance. They don't stand a chance against not swallowing.
Yeah, I finished Righteous Thirst yesterday. I think I missed one issue. And I don't feel like I missed anything with the ending. It was kind of predictable. Do you feel that way?
I think the cover made it predictable. If they had chosen another cover, maybe it would have been more of a twist or a surprise. Mm-hmm. But the cover made it predictable. I kind of knew what was going on as soon as I saw the cover, and then.
Do a Powerbomb issue number 4 was good. I think better than the last. To me, it was a little bit of a shock, a little bit of a twist in this one, but it felt to me like an actual wrestling match. As I was reading it, it felt like I was watching a wrestling match. So that was kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything this week. The Friday FOC may or may not be going on tomorrow. All of this will be somewhere else next week. So that's my focus. Tonight, make sure you check out our boy DJ Links on Very Gary's channel at 9 p.m. Eastern as they discuss MCU moments, favorite MCU moments, I believe. But go out, throw the hashtag Link Squad in there and let your boy know we're out here repping them.
Represent.
Other than that, tomorrow morning, the Friday staple. And I
Mark's channel.
I didn't get a chance to show. I've been
Only slabs.
only slabs. Tomorrow, I'm wearing something that I've been waiting to wear for weeks. Check it out tomorrow on that show. And that's it. That's it. Appreciate you guys coming out and listening to Ignacio and I ramble.
Yeah, thanks, people. Thanks for the questions. Thanks for the patience. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for joining us each week.
And as always, they're not isolated only to this show. So if you want to come on, if you want us to discuss something, Banana Hammock.
Oh, why does that sound so familiar?
There was a version of that on She-Hulk this morning.
Oh, okay. Oh, Strap-on? What's with Strap-ons?
Yeah. Come on, you can come on next week, Mark, and model yours if you want.
Yeah, we're gonna talk pegging.
We can talk. It's such a
Nick doesn't like it a lot, but
it's such a funny word to me, pegging.
Yeah, pegging Carter.
Imagine Peggy Carter. That's why Cap wanted to go back in the future.
Exactly. He likes his whole field.
Yeah. I hope we did that today. Check out the outro. We'll see you guys next week. Later.
Bye, people.
You guys make me laugh.
Fuck, you guys already saw it? Let me see it. Oh! Shit! Oh! Y'all see that?
So, Tyler, do you want to build a snowman to plow away all night? It doesn't have to be a snowman. It can be me.
I'll be clipping that too.